Hello. How are we all? Sorry I'm late, guys. Sorry I'm late. But you know, as they say, lateness is greatness, yeah? Hope we're all well. How are we on this boring, wet, cold, dark Tuesday night? Greatness, yeah? Oh. Sorry. As you can tell, like I said it before, I'm not tech savvy. So I better, I need to be professional and put my phone on mute. I'm so sorry. There we go. I've done it. Oh, God, embarrassing. Hope we're all well. Hope we're all well. Right, listen, let me go through the people in the chat. Hope we're all well. Guys, listen, I've made a few of you mods. You've probably noticed by now. Good as my word when I said, like, it's not just my channel, it's ours. It's yours as well, yeah? And I've made a few of you mods. The reason why I've made you particular guys mods as well is because you're loyal. Yeah. Listen, I'm very old school when it comes to this. I love proper people. I love people who don't coat me off in other channels. There are some people who watch this and they have done that because I do have eyes. I see things. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm a big boy. I know they wouldn't say it to my face. So what better than to say it behind the keyboard? So yeah, I get that. But look, you guys, in fact, every single one of you in this chat, all the names I can see, yeah, you're all real ones. And you know what? I've got to say before I shout you guys out, I couldn't. I was going to try and do some more mods, but I had a limit. So I'm assuming that's because I'm still relatively new. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not. I'm learning. I'm winging it as I go on. But I want to say as well. Let me just check actually, because I created this channel, I believe, on, was it Sunday morning? It's now Tuesday, so what, 2 days? And I've got, yeah, is that right? 182? 182 subscribers already. Now, look, to a lot of people, that's not a lot, right? For me, personally, can you guys hear me? Someone put in the chat yes if you can hear me. Oh, I just said all of that. Oh my God. Did no one hear that? I've got to start again. Did you hear me? Realist TV. Thank you. Tony Blackwell. Thank you. Right, lovely. Oh, thank God for that. God, I can't remember what I say. Thank you, Zoe, darling. Steve, thank you very much. Grant, thank you very much. And Christopher Ward, thank you very much. Craig Malloy, thank you. Yeah, guy, yeah. What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? What was I saying? Yes, 183 now, I believe, because someone just subscribed. Who was that? Or someone's put it anyway. Someone just put 183. That was Craig Malloy and Steve RFC7. Thank you, guys. Look, for me personally, look, whenever someone starts a YouTube channel, right, unless you're one of those big main stars, the super fans, as we like to call them, then obviously they're more or less guaranteed to start a channel and obviously get thousands within days or a week or whatever. In 2 days, for me to have got 183 subs, for little old me, and I'm no one big, I'll tell you something, that takes some doing. And yeah, for someone who's winging it day in, day out, because obviously, as you know, I'm not tech savvy at all. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just, yeah, literally learning I'm learning on the job. But listen, it's an achievement for me. And my target is 1,000, as it is with anyone who starts a YouTube channel. They always have that target of 1,000. And if I can get to that, I might not, I might never. But we can all aim, can't we? We can all dream. So if I can, do you know what? Thank you very much. Nothing to do with me. A lot of this is word of mouth. The messages I've had on Instagram, on Twitter, the DMs, everything. The support from you guys has been mad. So thank you very much. I love the comments. You know when when you get a message and it says, you know what, I'm not even an Arsenal fan, but I love the way you talk. I love how real you are. I love that. I think it was you, Chris Davidson. Big up to you, Chris, and I hope the baby's well and your family. Yeah. But Chris, I'm sure it was you who even said, you know what, when I watch you on the streams, Diesel, it's like talking to a mate down the pub. Yeah, you know, the way you talk, the way you come across on the stream, it's like, you know, you're down the pub having a chat with your mates. And do you know what that is? That is, when you said that, Chris, and I read it, I thought, you know what, finally, like, Chris gets it, you know, because that is exactly what I want this to be. I don't want it to be fake, like a lot of them out there at the moment, when they say one thing on camera, another thing off camera. What I say to you guys on here, the way I talk on here is the exact same way I talk off camera. Yeah, and the opinions and the facts that I give you are the exact same things that I say off camera, you know, to the boys or to my family or to my son or anything. Yeah, what you see is what you get. You know, it's all real here. Could I be fake and lie and treat you, all you guys, like mugs and get more subs? Because as we know, controversy sells. Then, yeah, I could do that. In fact, I've had a few people ask me to do that because they reckon I've got the personality and the character to do that. But why would I want to do it? You know, and the very fact that I've left Claude and the Bantsters, I've started this channel, and yet I've got the exact same guys who followed me over there, and you're now here. That pretty much tells me that I was right all along, and it is the correct way, and the right way is to be real. Yeah, and to just tell it how it is. You know, not everyone's going to like you or me. I get that, you know. I'm never going to be everyone's cup of tea. But at the end of the day, it's just nice to have, you know, to just be you. And I'm hoping that comes across on here. I really do hope it does. And if it doesn't, I'm so sorry. But anyway, without further ado, you know what I'm like, guys. You know I get emotional. I'm a big teddy bear, aren't I? 27 people currently watching. It's fine, lovely. I didn't even think I'd get that. So, yeah, thank you very much. Let me start from the top and shout all you guys out because I love you all. Right, we've got Feng Sports. Big up yourself. Chris Davidson, as I mentioned earlier on. Big up, Chris. Oh, we've got AJ Byte in the chat. Craig Malloy. We've got the lovely Zoe Thomas in the chat as well. Who else we got? We've got Del Boy. Del Boy's here. Hope you're well, mate. Tony Blackwell. Big up, Tone. Antonio. We've got Warren's team talk and Warren as well. I just want to say a big shout out to Warren because Warren's always supported me, always messaging me. Someone talks bad about me and Warren sees it. Warren always, you know, sort of lets me know and gives me a heads up. Warren, you are very, very loyal and I love people like you. So thank you very much. And obviously when I told you about setting this up and obviously, you know, any advice I've needed, you've always been there for me because I know Warren's got his own channel as well. And, you know, listen, this is a tough racket. It's not easy, you know, trying to grow something from nothing. Yeah, Warren's obviously in the same boat as me. He's got a really good channel over there, and obviously he's trying to grow it. So please, guys, give Warren a sub as well. Follow him. Yeah, follow him because he's a really nice bloke. He's got a heart of gold. And do you know what? People like that are a dying breed in this day and age. So do you know what? When you come across someone like that, bloody well cherish him, yeah? So please, Warren's Team Talk, type that in YouTube and give him a follow. Who else have we got in here? We got N7 Gamer 69. Big up yourself, mate. Hope you're well. In fact, I'll put these up as I'm shouting out. Khan O'Connor, another lovely bloke. Big up yourself, Khan. Hope you're well, mate. Diesel, my guy, what's happening? Where have you been, man? I'm a boomerang, bruv. I always come back. Hope it was just a break and nothing serious. Good to see you back, mate. You know what it was, Khan? All these birds, mate. Listen, I'm bird free at the moment, yeah? There's too much hassle, too much ag. So, yeah, listen, my time is now dedicated to you guys. But you know what I'm like? I'm a red-blooded man. You know what we're like? Insatiable. We're always hungry. We always want more. We got the lovely Joanne Smith in the chat. So there's not many chat rooms who have got a couple of females in the chat room. I do. Lucky me. Big up yourself, Joe. Hope you're well, darling. Hope you're well. Who else have we got? Craig Malloy, I'm going to put that up because I totally agree with it. Arteta out, lovely. We've got Steve RFC7 in the chat. Hope you're well, mate. Lovely. Tyab Khan. Tyab, I ain't seen you in a minute, mate. Hope you're good. Hope you're good, mate. Hope you're well. Arsenal first. Come on. Big up Diesel. Come on. My guy. Hope you're well, mate. We've got Heel Matt Howarth in the chat. Big up yourself. We've got Joshua Collins, another nice bloke. Well, you're all nice people, aren't you? Joshua Collins in the chat as well. Hope you're good, mate. We've got Realist TV. Big up yourself. Mr. Waffle. Sick name. I love waffles as well. How did you know? You know, the ones you put in the toaster. Yeah, most mornings I have that. It's either that or pancakes. But anyway, we won't go into that. We've got Omar, my cousin. Omar, big up yourself. Hope you're well, mate. Christopher Ward is in the chat as well from Australia. Down under. Come on. Skippy. Hey. Yeah. Hope you're well, mate. Lovely. Love. Do you know, I've always wanted to go to Australia as well, Chris. It's the flight I can't handle it. I'm a smoker as well. Yeah, and I can't. I struggle when I go to Spain, and that's 2-3 hours on a plane. I could not do that. And also, your spiders out there, sod that. No. However, you have got Kylie Minogue, and that is good enough reason for any man to want to go to Australia. All right, let's get that clear. We've got the lovely, the gorgeous, the romantic Flo Zanelli in the chat. Flo, my guy, big up for your message to me earlier the other day as well, mate. Thank you very much, Flo. You've always supported me from day one. You are a top bloke. And you know what? I just love you. Love you, man. Although you haven't sent me any pictures of your gaff lately. What's going on with that? Let me know. Especially that lovely coffee machine of yours. We've got Declan Fallon as well. Declan's in the chat. Hope you're good, mate. We've got Grant McRoberts. Big up, Grant. I haven't seen you in a while, mate. Hope you're well. We've got Magic Man. My guy, DJ Crane. Big up. Hope you're well. Mr. Crane. I think I'm there. Am I there? Have I done it? Have I all? Have I missed anyone? I don't think so. Hang on. Let me just check. Oh, man. Look who decided to drop in. My brother. Curtis. Listen, mate. Big up, Diesel. Good luck with the channel, bro. Thank you. Do you know what? Listen, guys, anyone who's not subscribed to Curtis Shaw, please give him a follow. Curtis, listen, I checked your channel the other day. I think you're on 40K now, aren't you? And I've watched you grow that over time. And I know it's not easy, man, but you know what? You've stayed consistent with what you do. You don't coat anyone off. You're just a genuine nice bloke, Curtis. I'll bang on all the time on here that I love proper people. And we've spoken as well on a few occasions off camera and as well. And then I can't big you up even more than what I do, mate. So anyone who's not followed him, please give Curtis a follow because he's doing something really special on his channel. But Curtis, listen, mate, lovely words. Thank you very much. Means a lot, actually, man. So thank you. And yeah, I'll come over to yours, mate, and give you a shout. Yeah, in your chat room as well. Listen, Curtis, if you're ever free, no pressure. But yeah, if you, mate, hit me up if you ever want to come on or whatever. Be good to speak to you. I haven't done a stream with you in ages, mate. But yeah, hope you're well. Hope the family's good as well. Yeah, big up Curtis Shaw TV. Follow him. Subscribe to him now, please. You could do that while you're watching me. Who else have we got? We got Nino as well. Nino, big up yourself, mate. Glad you're doing this, Diesel. Takes the guts to give it a go. Real talk always. Thank you very much. Do you know what, Nino? I'll be honest with you. Do you know what? I'll be honest with you guys. Right? I deliberated on doing this. Yeah, I've always wanted to do it. I know. I was on Claude and the Bansters, but it wasn't mine. Contrary to what some wrong-uns say, I control it and all that. I didn't, but it was an experience, and it was really good to do. But it just made me want to do it myself, and obviously call it my own. Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want to do that, you know? And so I thought I'd give it a go. There was a part of me that thought, you know what, if I do it and I flop, yeah, people are going to laugh at you. They're going to take the piss. They're going to, but you know. It was just something you have to do. And I'm one of them people. I'd rather do it, try it. If I fail, then I can turn around and say, I gave it my best. I gave it a go. What I didn't want to do was not do it and then look back and kick myself and think, oh, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do it? And do you know what? There's something special for me. I don't know what it is. I'm one of them people. I just love to build things. So starting from scratch, and just to see how good I can be. Can I do this? You know, I watch other channels. I mean, Curtis is an inspiration, man. I mean, you look at Curtis, and obviously I remember when he just started, and now he's built that up to over 40,000 subs, and his content's quality. Always keeps it balanced, talks sense, very intelligent bloke. And they're the type of people I watch. You know, there's channels bigger than Curtis's, but they're not as good. And I watch them, and I think, But then people like Curtis I watch and I think, do you know what? Yeah, I want a bit of that. Why not? You know, so here I am. I'm giving it a go, and if it works, it works. If you guys enjoy it, great. If you don't, let me know, and I'll make some changes, or I'll stop, or whatever. But now, look, all joking aside, I like to build stuff. I like to build things, you know, and it's nice, you know. If I do get to 1,000, listen, that's my aim, that's my target. Once I get to 1,000, then my next goal will be 2,000, then 3, and that's obviously how you try and build it up. It doesn't happen overnight. It's going to take time. I get that. But you know what? It's a roller coaster, isn't it? It's ups and downs. So at least, look, you guys are stuck with me, and we'll go on this journey together. Yeah. So it was nice, wasn't it? It was nice and emotional. Realist TV, big up Curtis Shaw. Exactly, mate. Exactly. Zoe Thomas, big respect. These are a proper real one. Zoe, there's a reason I made you a mod, and you know why? One reason, because I love you. Yes, you support Chelsea. That's the only thing that goes against you, my love. But other than that, I think you're all right. You're all right. And you've earned it as well, because you've always been nice to me. So, yeah, big up yourself. Do you know what? The funny thing is, I'm not just saying this, right? I don't really ever see female mods on any other channel. I don't know why. I'm not saying it's a thing, because obviously it's not. It's just something I noticed, and I just thought, you know what? Yeah, she deserves it. Diesel, everyone loves a hot chocolate, mate. We love you. Say exactly. You can't beat chocolate. Cadbury's is in flow. It's all about the Cadbury's. Right? Do you know what I mean? Everyone's cottoned on. I'm telling you, can't beat it. Big up. Khan, we love you, boy. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Curtis, hope everyone is well. See? This is what I'm saying. Top bloke, come on. Asking how you all are. Yeah? That's reason enough to go and give him a sub. Come on. You guys see? Keeping it blessed in the chat. I love it. Ty, will you do a watch along on Thursday, Diesel? Do you know what? I think I may just do it, mate. I'm definitely going to do the Tottenham game. I'm definitely going to do that. But yeah, I want to start getting back to watch alongs. Now, look, just to my commentary is nowhere near as good as Terence's, all right? That's the only thing he ever used to beat me on. But I'm going to try my best, all right? And I'm going to try and keep it as calm as possible. But you know how frustrating I get when I watch this club. More often than not, they do wind me up. So yeah, it is. Warren, anytime, mate. Anytime. You ain't got to say thank you to me, mate. It should be the other way around. We've got 22 likes. Thank you, AJ. Yeah, AJ, you're on job. You're on point tonight. Love it. Realist TV, I've subbed to you, Warren. Love. See? Word of mouth. That's all it is. Promote each other. Help each other. The wrong uns, I won't help them. I won't ever have them on this channel. Guys, do not think I've changed and I've got soft because I've left Claude in the Banters. I'm now in here. No. Everything I stand for, I know who the right ones are. I know who the wrong ones are. Anyone you see going forward on this channel is going to be a real one and a nice bloke or female or whatever. All right. I won't have any wrong ones on this channel. Yeah, that's my number one rule. What else we got? Randy Viper, big up my guy, my brother, my cousin, my homie, my tripod, my big chocolate log. See, he knows me. Randy, he's obviously been speaking to a couple of girls I've been with in the past. Hence why he calls me the tripod. He calls me all these names, big chocolate log, etc. Obviously, it's a rumor that he heard. I didn't start the rumor. I promise you that. Well, it's not strictly true, but anyway. John Foster, thank you very much, mate. John, I haven't seen you before, but thank you very much for coming over. Big up yourself. All the best on this journey. And it is a journey. It is, isn't it? I know, like we saying, it sounds very cliche when we say that, but let's be real. It is a journey. But it's a journey that I'm really excited about. I can't help it. I'm excited. Now, look, I know for a fact, right, guys, that there's every man and his dog has got an Arsenal YouTube channel. There's so many of them. In fact, you guys watching me right now, how you find the time to cram in all these YouTube channels, right? Because some of the ones I watch, I see all you guys in as well. So how you get the time to do that, go to work, look after your kids, make the dinner, make love to your partner, all of that. I don't know how you find the time, but somehow you do. And obviously here I come along just to add another channel to your list. So I do apologize, but I try and make it as funny as funny as I can. Right, and obviously bring a bit of the banter because, as I said to you in the stream I've done a couple of days ago, we're in a world now at the moment where there's a lot more bad going on than what there is good. Yeah, I don't know if you guys agree. I mean, I personally believe that. Every time I read a paper, turn the telly on, or whatever, it's always something bad. Someone lost their job, someone's been stabbed, someone's been shot, someone's been killed. It's all of this. So if we can just sort of do this and, you know what, have some serious chat, talk about the Arsenal, but also have a bit of a laugh, have a bit of banter. You guys go to bed happy and you've had a bit of a laugh and I've provided you with that. Yeah. So as long as we can do that, it's nothing heavy on this channel. I didn't want to start this and proper, I just wanted to have a nice light-hearted, stream every now and again and talk about the Arsenal, do the watch-alongs, comment on the games, but also talk about life. Yeah, I don't see a lot of channels doing that at the moment. So, yeah, why not? Why not? I might have this totally wrong, but got to give it a go, innit? Liam R97, Boomerang Trotter always comes back. Uncle Albert line, come on. Come on, Liam, I know. I know. If you know, you know. Diesel is Boomerang Trotter. Well, other than I'm slightly taller, but other than that, there's no difference, Warren, is there? Let's be honest. Nino, hit the likes. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. Got enough steak. They can't. Do you know what? I was having steak every single night, right? As part of like my diet, yeah. So let me just tell you guys a bit about what's been going on. As you guys know, I was hitting the gym hard, hence why I've lost a lot of weight. I've lost in total about 3.5 stone. Although over Christmas I did put a lot on. Well, I say a lot. It's probably about 7 pounds. I just stopped going to the gym. I just stopped. I was munching. I was eating when I wasn't hungry. Right. Some of it was boredom, but it's the motivation for me. When I'm going every single day, you just get into that routine of going, don't you? And then obviously, you have a couple of days off and then you just can't be bothered. Then it starts getting freezy. It's freezing outside. And you look out the window and you think, you know what? I'm in a nice warm place at the moment. Why would I want to go out there in the cold? Like, I could stay here and just chill and play Fortnite and watch TV and watch Fools and Horses and watch a couple of films. And I took that route. And it's silly now, really. But yeah, listen, I'm back into it. I'm back into the gym. As we all do, New Year's resolution, got to go to the gym. I'm going to join up. I'm going to get my money's worth and I'm going to go all the time. And then obviously life gets in the way. You know what it's like. But reason being, getting back to your question, Khan, sorry, you know what I'm like. I always go off-piste. But steak is red meat, yeah? And I just assumed, obviously, if I cut out carbs, like bread, cut down on the sugar, no potatoes, pasta, stuff like just literally, that's what I was having. I was having steak and veg every night. But then everyone was telling me steak's red meat. Every now and again is nice, it's great, but not every night because obviously it doesn't digest as quick. If you're going to do that, what you need to do is obviously white meat. So chicken, eat a lot more fish and stuff like that. So luckily, I love salmon. So yeah, I've been having a lot of that. Chicken wings, you season it yourself and obviously do. So yeah, that's what I've been having, mate. But I don't get it twisted, Can't. I do still have steak. I just don't have it every night. Sirloin for me, love it. So yeah, there we go. See the whole new and improved diesel. What else have we got? Joshua Collins, these was the pure sex appeal gaze. Thank you very much, Josh. Thank you very much. But enough about you. We're talking about me here. But yeah, thank you very much. I do appreciate that. See, Josh, which wins? Who else we got? Just going through these comments now. I'm going to mention a couple of things about the Arsenal because I suppose we've got to talk about, and this is an Arsenal channel, isn't it? I suppose we've got to do that. Tony, lovely, already a subscriber to Curtis. The man has real passion. Exactly. Curtis is a real one, 100%. Go and subscribe to Curtis Shaw TV. See, Curtis, if you're still watching, Curtis, see what I mean? They love you, bruv. They love you. I'll support any real talk channels. Exactly, mate. I'm totally in agreement with you. Craig Malloy, Diesel, have you been watching The Tourist on BBC One? Hang on a minute, is that the one with, what's his name? Oh, what's the guy's name, the comedian? Am I on about the right thing here? Hang on, let me just check. Oh, hang on, no. Is that the one with the guy from 50 Shades? It is, yes. No, I haven't watched it yet, but I put it on my favourites list. So what I do is really fun, right? Hear this, is so interesting. So what I do, right? I scroll through films and obviously TV series. I love my films, guys, as you know. Excuse me, but lately I've been into series. I just love watching a right good series, right? So what I do is I scroll through them, and then obviously I double click on one that I find interesting, and it goes into my favourites folder. So I'll do about 10, 15 things, watch all of them one by one. The minute I've completed it, double click, it goes off. So I'm now left with 14 things, and then I just watch. And then once I've cleared it all, then I'll go on the hunt and I find another 15 things I want to watch. The Tourist is on my list. I haven't seen it yet. I've just finished, not long finished. I think I said this to you guys the other day. Stay Close on Netflix. That was really good. I really enjoyed that. And there was this other one. What's that? The woman Hayley from Coronation Street. She was in it. Guys, hang on. Let me just look this up because I do need to tell you about it because I really enjoyed it. I found it by chance and I thought, oh, let me give it a go. And I was hooked. I'll tell you right now what it was called. Hang on. Give me 2 seconds. That's it. It's called The Pact. The Pact. P-A-C-T. Watch that. Honestly, I thought it was brilliant. That so many twists and turns, and I thought it's a whodunit, right? Really, really good. And it's a sort of situation where you watch it and you think, do you know what? That is such an easy situation to get yourself into. But I'm not going to dwell on it. I'm not going to say anything more because I don't want to ruin it. But anyone who's into TV like me and likes a good crime or mystery or whatever, watch that because I thought it was really good. Lots of cracks in the Terence foundations now. Do you know what? On the contrary, Joanne, I'm surprised Terence hasn't been on and offered to challenge me because Arsenal are playing okay at the moment in the league. You know, when I say playing okay, I mean like they're winning a few games now. There was ever a time for him to try and challenge me, it'd be now, wouldn't it? I've invited him on, you know, so I'm sure he was watching me the other night. Could have rang me up or sent me a text, asked me for the link. He could have come on, but, you know, what can I say? I'll leave it there. It's all about consistency, Diesel. Do you know what? I'm assuming you're saying that obviously going back to what I was saying about growing a channel when you are so right. I've asked a few people who have got successful channels as well. Like in your mind, like in your, in your opinion, what's the trick? And they've said the exact same thing as you. Consistency. Yeah. Something I've not always been good at, granted. And I haven't, I'll be honest, I haven't. But obviously it's a little bit different now when it's yours and it's your own. And obviously you start from the bottom up, and every single one of them has said to me, it's consistency. Yeah. Sometimes I don't want to stream, guys. Nothing to do with you guys. I'm tired. I'm knackered. And I co-parent as well. And obviously that can be a strain sometimes. So it's sometimes trying to find the time. My problem was, obviously, you guys who watch me, you guys know, obviously, especially when I was on, Claude and the Bannisters as well. Whenever I do a stream, I'm doing a stream for 2-3 hours. Do you know what I'm saying? I talk a lot. I don't know why. I just do. And it's by the time you look at it, an hour's gone, and then another hour's gone, and before you know it, it's 2.5, 3 hours. Do you remember some of those streams I was doing, guys? By the end of it, I'm coughing my guts up because like my throat was hoarse because I'm talking so much. But what I've learned to realize is sometimes you can't always do a stream for that long, And when I look at others, and they might only do a little half-hour one, as long as I'm pumping out content. If it is 20 minutes, if I can only do 15 minutes, I hope you guys will understand. Obviously we all got busy lives, we all work, we all got kids, and it's just, even now I'm doing it tonight. I was thinking earlier on tonight I want to do a stream. I didn't do one last night because I had a lot on last night, but I thought I've got to do one tonight. I can't go 2 days right without doing a stream on the channel, especially now. I've just obviously created it. But But then in my head, I'm thinking, right, what time do I do? Because if I do 9 o'clock, by the time I'm finished, knowing me, I'll talk for an hour and a half. By the time I'm finished, it's probably going to be 10:30. Then I've got to have dinner. You know, like I can't eat that late because obviously it just sits in you. Honestly, you just overthink all these things. Get into a routine of streaming one a day for an hour. Yeah, if I can, I will. I promise you that now. Promise you that. See, Mr. Waffle again. Look, the pact was good. Oh, lovely. Someone else who saw it. Oh, that's what I've just watched. Cobra Kai. I love Cobra. I don't know what I love it. Do you know what? Right, I watched the first series because I used to love the Karate Kid. Right, when I was younger, I used to love it. And then I saw this. I saw the Cobra Kai being advertised, and I thought, you know, like sometimes you have to leave a classic alone. Don't touch it. You're going to ruin it. You're going to ruin the legacy. But I thought, all right, it had a decent write-up. I thought, all right, let me give it a watch, right? Let me just watch the first episode. Now, I'm one of them people, I lose interest very, very quickly, right? So when I watch something, it has to grip me from the off, yeah? When I watched the first episode of Cobra Kai, I was hooked. Hooked. And I love a series like that because you watch the first episode, then you watch the second, then the third, and then even though it's time for bed, then you're knackered, you force yourself to stay up or stay awake and just cram in that one more episode, yeah. And then I think I completed that literally in one night. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I thought Cobra Kai was brilliant. And do you know what? I've got a thing about the daughter. I don't know what it is. I just think she's lovely looking. Something about her I really like. It reminds me, it's like because I like the other one as well. The I forgot her name now. The one, the girl from the Cobra Kai side. She's just naughty, but the one I do like, I must admit, Danielson, his daughter. I think she's lovely looking, lovely. Something about her, naturally beautiful. I love that. Part of the reason I watch it, if I'm honest. But look, I'm being honest. Yes, Diesel, the real one in town. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. We love Curtis Shaw TV and Big Daddy Diesel. Big up. Nice one. Thank you, man. Have I seen The Fall? Yes, I've seen that. That's with Jamie Dornan, yeah, from 50 Shades. That was brilliant. I really enjoyed that. He's The Fall, isn't it? The one where he's just an absolute nutter, and you got Gillian Anderson in that as well, yeah, from X-Files. Yeah, she's a bit of a slag in it, isn't she? No, listen, I ain't moaning. I loved it. I'm just saying. So yeah, have you ever seen Gold Rush? I've never heard of it. What's that? Gold Rush. What's it about, Declan? Tell me. Warren, yeah, you mentioned this. I saw your comment earlier on in the heat of the night. Absolute quality with Sidney Poitier. By the way, I think my mum and dad are watching right now. They're in Spain. They moved there last week. They're actually right near Lee Gunner. Big up to Lee, by the way. So, mum and dad, if you're watching, hello. Can you see me? I'm waving. Mwah. Love you both. Anyway, back to you, Warren. Heat of the night. Absolute quality with Sidney Poitier. Rest in peace to an absolute legend, a pioneer, class actor, Sidney Poitier. Class. And when I say class, I mean class. I haven't seen that, mate. I will. The two I recommended was Uptown Saturday Night and Let's Do It Again. For me, the ones he'd done with Bill Cosby, I thought those two were brilliant. And you had, what's his name? Harry Belafonte as well. He was class in that. I think he was in the first one, wasn't he? Yeah, the first one. Yeah, played the gangster. It was just a brilliant thing. It's so funny. Watch it. What else? Yeah, Nino, I want to touch on this. So basically, look, guys, let's talk about Arsenal for a little bit. Sorry to ruin the mood, but it's something we got to do. This is an Arsenal channel anyway. I've probably got comments. You spoke all night about everything except the Arsenal. Foundations, Terence, foundations. No, I can't pick on him. He's not here. Anyway, right. So first of all, there was something I read earlier on regarding Arsenal. Now, this bit of info, I was actually quite happy about the fact that, well, if it's true, the fact that Arsenal have taken a bit of an interest in Tielemans, the midfielder who plays for Leicester. Now, listen, if we got a chance of getting Tielemans, take it. Yeah, top player, baller. I think he's such a class midfielder. Now he's got 18 months left, if I'm not mistaken. He's got 18 months left on his contract at Leicester. He doesn't want to sign or extend his contract, right? He wants to go, but if rumours are to be believed, he wants to stay in the Premier League. Now, when you hear something like that, that's where I would expect Arsenal to be talking to him, right? Talk to him. Yeah, we all know it goes on, right? All clubs tap up players. That is a player of quality, and he would immediately come in and improve our midfield and some. So, listen, if there is any truth in that, then Arsenal need to pull their fingers out and obviously and get something done. As I said, he's got 18 months left. Now, listen, we had this debate with James Maddison as well, because I was of the opinion, and I know this is obviously a stream that we did ages ago on the Bansters channel, and yes, at the time Leicester were better than us, and obviously higher up in the league than what we were. But let's not be mistaken here. With all due respect to Leicester, big up to Lee Chappie as well, right? But we are the Arsenal, yeah. There's not many players who are going to pick Leicester over Arsenal. I'm sorry, there ain't. And for me, I personally felt that if Arsenal showed a bit more ambition and actually got their wallets out, they could have got Maddison. But that weren't to be the case. I personally believe Maddison wanted to come to us as well. I really do believe that. But it didn't happen for whatever reason. Now, we've got a chance now with Tielemans. And I personally think he would come to us. I really do. Saying that, it depends on who else comes in for him as well. Now, I look at a Man City and I think, would they go in for him? No, because of obviously what they've got. Liverpool, possibly. But then saying that, he's not really the type of profile of player that I think Klopp is after, because Klopp's really got something like that with Thiago. Would he want another one? Klopp likes workhorses in his midfield. So I don't know. I doubt it, but you never know. Chelsea, I don't think would. I think Chelsea have got enough in midfield. What they need are defenders. So if it's Arsenal or Tottenham, with all due respect to Tottenham, he's picking us. So as far as I'm concerned, he wants to stay in the Premier League. If that is true, then I personally think we've got a good chance. What's going to ruin it for us, though, is we've got absolute dickheads who work for us. Yeah, which brings me on to my next point as well. Now, this when I read this really annoyed me. I'm going to try and keep calm, but I don't know if this is true. Knowing Arteta, it probably is true. But anyway, I read that apparently Arsenal are very, very interested in re-signing Aaron Ramsey. Yeah, and I just thought, what? Now, this is a rumour that was going around last season, yeah, and obviously nothing come of it. And then I've heard it again today, and it's picking up a bit of pace, right? Now, I'm a massive believer in, there's no smoke without fire. And yes, we are in desperate need of midfielders because we're very lightweight in midfield. But no, I don't want Ramsey back. I don't. And I've noticed as well, especially online, a lot of the Arsenal fan base, they're quite torn on this because I would have thought, don't get me wrong, we've got the worst fan base in world football. I genuinely believe that, right? I really do believe that. However, I didn't think that they were that stupid that they would be like, they're endorsing this. They want him back. And for me, I say stupid, that's probably harsh. That's probably the wrong word, because I know obviously some fans rated him, some didn't. I'm not saying Ramsey's a bad player. He's okay, right? He's okay. But I've never been a fan of players moving and then coming back. It never works the second time round. When he was here, he didn't set the world alight. He had one good season. One good season. How many years was he here? He's not what we need. I want better than Aaron Ramsey. I don't. In fact, guys, tell me your opinion on that, because is it me? I don't know. AJ, Aaron Ramsey is on 400 grand a week. We cannot afford that at all. Simple. Arteta out. Look, we all know Aaron Ramsey's not going to get that anywhere, right? He won't get that anywhere. He only got that because obviously he went there on a free. Yeah. And I think Ramsey's okay with taking less, because even he knows if he moves, there's not one club in world football who's going to pay him that, right? So he gets that, or he should get it. He should understand that. But I don't know. I just think if it's true, listen. That is confirmation that we're going backwards. Listen, look, we're going backwards anyway, right? Let's not get that twisted. If this happens, it's because he's cheap. Yeah. When I say cheap, I'm on about the transfer fee. Yeah, we're not going to be paying a lot. They won't. Juve want Ramsey out. It's as clear as day. They don't like him. They don't rate him. They want him out, right? So they're probably prepared to take anything for him within reason, which is right up Arsenal street, isn't it? Because obviously it stinks of a cheap deal. That's all it is. He's not going to come in and improve anything at all. You know, it's going to be to a lot of the fans, golden boys coming home. Well, he's not going to do anything, right? Now, Warren has just put here, Ramsey won't come back. He hates Arteta. Now, I'm hoping, because he was the one. Ramsey was one of them, wasn't he? I think it was him and a couple of others, but it was Ramsey mainly who claimed that Arteta is a very arrogant man, right? That's one thing that Ramsey said. Obviously, they played alongside each other in the dressing room. Obviously, when they both played for the club, and that's one thing Ramsey said. Yeah, that Arteta is very arrogant, and he was against Arteta coming in to manage Arsenal, obviously a few seasons ago. So you're kind of hoping that is the case, and that would be enough to put Ramsey off coming. That is if Arsenal are genuinely interested, and obviously they do make a bid for him. But I'm all about improving the squad. For me, Ramsey ain't going to improve nothing. He's coming in to be, because he's a number. He's an extra body in midfield. That is it, right? That is it. I want quality here. And if we've got to wait until the summer because they can't do anything in January, which we all know is crap, yeah, right? Because everyone's got a price. Arsenal are just very stingy. But if we have to wait till summer, then fine. If I know Arsenal are going to get a banger of a midfielder in the summer, then do you know what? If I've got to wait an additional few months, fine. It is what it is. But I don't want him. That's one thing. Now, the next thing, Piers Morgan. Let me mention this. The one thing I will say about Piers Morgan, I love Piers Morgan. Now, Piers Morgan is very much Marmite. I get that. Some people can't stand him. Some people love him. I've always loved him because I love how he is. I love the way he tackled the NHS. I love the fact that he got answers that we all wanted to know. He was asking questions of them. He was asking the sort of questions that we were all asking. But because he's got such a big profile, he forced them to come out of hiding and address a few things. I love that. Yeah. Now, people can say about Piers, oh, he's only doing it because, because of who he is and he wants followers. No, listen. Piers has got followers regardless of what he does. Yeah. Piers is a multi-millionaire, right? No matter what he does. He could never work again. He's a multi-millionaire. It gets to a point where it's not about followers or money anymore. Yeah. You use your influence or your power, if you like, or, well, it is, isn't it? It's a social media influence, If I'm constantly tweeting the government every single day, asking questions, they're going to see how many followers I've got. Because that's what we do now. We're in an age now, aren't we? What does he know? He's only got 500 followers. But you'd rather listen to someone who's got 10,000 followers, but then I'm speaking sense. The guy with 10,000 followers isn't. But no one looks at it like that. All they look at is, well, he must know what he's talking about because he's got 10,000. What does this guy know over here? He's only got 500. He's a dickhead. And that is the world that we live in, unfortunately. But Piers Morgan come out and said, speaking about Jack Wilshere, right? He'd love to see Jack Wilshere back for Arsenal. He spoke to him recently. Jack's told him, I'm fit. Piers, I'm fit. I'm raring to go. I'd love to come back and play for the club. Now, we all know Jack Wilshere is training with Arsenal, right? He's training. Think about it, guys. He's training with Arsenal, and he has been for a while. Mikel Arteta is seeing this guy every single day in training. And we've got a shortage of midfielders. So surely you look at it and you think, 1 + 1 is 2, right? What's the chances of him bringing Jack Wilshere in? Because I don't want Jack back, right? I don't. I'm sorry. I think he's finished. He doesn't have the right psyche for me. Listen, I'm not knocking Jack because when he was here, I thought he was a right good player. The problem for me is Jack doesn't have the mindset. He's not a winner. It's not a winner, right? West Ham, and I said this the other day, West Ham, he went to West Ham. West Ham, at that time, were in dire straits, struggling, especially in midfield. They had no midfielders. You had Mark Noble playing week in, week out. We all know his legs have gone, right? So he was playing for a team which was struggling, especially in the midfield area, and yet they still let him go. Now, for me, if he can't do the business for West Ham, what makes people think he's going to come to Arsenal and do the business for us? That's how I judge it. Yeah, that's how I judge it. For me, once upon a time, he could have had the world at his feet. Yeah, all the hype, good player. For me, it's all about that. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have the right mindset. I used to say the same thing about Jermaine Defoe, right? Good striker, could score goals. Jermaine Defoe always reminded me of the kind of striker where we're banging 10 goals in his first 7 games. So, the start of the season, he starts like a house on fire. So, the first 7 games of the season, he scores 10 goals. He bags 10 goals. Then you don't see him for the rest of the season, But he could get a goal out of nothing, Jermaine Defoe. Good little striker. But there's always that question for me. Why has no big club come in for him? Because even at that time, he wouldn't have cost the earth, right? He couldn't have cost it. He's a goal scorer. He gets goals, granted. Why has no big club ever come in for him? I've always wondered that. There are certain players where you look at and you think, what? Why has no one took a punt on him? Like, he's proven he gets goals, especially in this league. He was doing it, but someone said to me, it's about the player psyches. A lot of these managers now, they don't just watch you and watch what you do on the pitch. They want to know about you. They want to know about your lifestyle. They want to know, are you out every night? Do you drink? Do you smoke? They want to know about you. They're going to invest in you. Yeah, and that's what a lot of these guys are doing. A lot of these managers are doing now. And it wouldn't surprise me if the likes of like a Jack Wilshere, we all know, Jack, he likes a night out, likes a drink, likes a bit of the old stuff as well. And Jermaine's like that as well. He's always been a party boy, because he used to go out where I used to go out, Faces, all that. Guys in the chat, you'll know what I'm on about. Faces, Ganshill, bit of Romford, right, and all that. Sugar Hut, all those places, right? He's a party boy, especially in London, and that's what I think a lot of these managers do. They do their research, and obviously they've been told, he's a good player, but he's not switched on. He could be so much better, but he doesn't want to be. He doesn't aspire to be. As long as he's picking up his money every week, and he's got his beer money, and he's got his petrol dough, he's happy. He's happy. You know what I mean? So there are players like that. They can be better, but they don't aspire to be better, if that makes sense. And to a lot of managers, that makes a big difference. That is the difference between them going in to sign you and not signing you. Yeah, that's what I believe anyway. If you guys disagree, let me know. Tony Diesel, Defoe didn't do himself any favours when he played for West Ham. He didn't like Glenn Roeder and purposely got himself sent off to end a move. And yep, definitely a party boy. That's why he lost out. Exactly. Exactly. And I look at that and how sad is it, right? When Jermaine Pennant was another one, right? Jermaine Pennant. All the talent. The amount of times I've been on lads' holidays and I've seen Jermaine Pennant, right? Got an entourage of about 30 guys with him, yeah? Who he thinks are their mates. Like, he thinks that they're his mates, but really, they're just hangers-on, right? And when you're in a spotlight like that, you've got to make sure it's so important though, that you've got decent people around you, because when you've got scumbags around you, eventually they're just going to drag you down. And I guarantee you now, I've always said this, right? I'll never forget, it was Malia. Yeah, I was in Malia on a boys' holiday, and Jermaine Pennant was there with about 30 guys, right? All the birds around him and all that. I guarantee he's picking up the tab for he's buying all the drinks, the quad bikes, the mopeds. I guarantee he's doing all of that, right? If I ever was to meet Jermaine Pennant or bump into him, I would ask him this question. Those 30 guys that you was with in Malia that year, how many of those guys are still friends with you today? I'd ask him. And I would hope he'd give me an honest answer, because I guarantee it'd be less than half. One hand. I could probably count them on one hand. When you're up, they're all around you. Now that you're not playing, I'm not saying you're a nobody now, but you're not in the limelight, are you? I guarantee one by one, these guys have slipped off. Guarantee it. But what do I know? AJ, 31 likes. Thank you very much, mate. Thank you very much. It was 30, now it's 31. Look, that's what you call math. Liam 97 Diesel, the Wilshere rumours, the Arsenal fans want him because of sentiment, which is why you are where you are. Could not agree more. Our boy's coming home. He's one of our own. He's coming home. Well, first of all, he is a West Ham fan, Jack Wilshere. But okay. I can see why a lot of people say he's an Arsenal boy through and through. The fact is, sentiment, Liam, is what's killed our club. I've said this over and over since I ever started streaming. Sentiment is our worst enemy, Arsenal. Yeah, sentiment is what's killed us. We're not cutthroat, right? You know, we're not killers. We need to be killers, but we're not. Well, hence why we did. You know, Arsene Wenger went 5, 6, 7 years too long in this job. You know, so when I'm hearing about, oh, look what he's done for your club. He's got the right to quit when he wants. He's got the right to go when he wants. What? No, not for me. And there's people who swear by that. So no matter what happens to the club, you know, Arsene Wenger built the stadium. Did he? Because I could have sworn the contractors were doing it. But people generally think Arsene Wenger was in that stadium with a hard hat, tools, building the thing on his own. I swear to God, that is what a lot of people think. No one helped him. He built that 60,000-seater stadium on his own. Arsene Wenger, hard hat tools, night and day. I swear to God, honestly, some people in this world, it's just absolutely mad. It just cracks me up. Jack back training with Arsenal was just full PR to make the fans think, oh my God, what if Jack can play to his best again? Yeah, of course it is. That's why, Chris, they'll show certain clips of a goal he might have scored in training, or a bit of skill, you know, where he done a sharp turn. Yeah, and fans see that think, oh my God, that was class. That was Messi-esque. That was Messi. Messi couldn't do that. You know, he's got a bit of Ronaldo about him. Oh my God, sign him up, Arteta, sign him up. Yeah, that is why. That is why I go on about social media is such a powerful tool. It's powerful. I see on it on Instagram. Arsenal are always on Instagram putting out clips like that, So if there's ever a rumor of unrest in the dressing room, yeah, say there was an argument or a thing with aubameyang and Arteta or anything like that, the next day what they do is they put out a clip of and they just show, excuse me, all the players having a laugh and a joke. So we see it and think, oh, it's all right. Look, they're all chummy. You know, they're all matey. They're all having a laugh. What problem? What issue? There is no issue. Look, I can see it. Yeah, do not be fooled by that, people. I'm telling you now, do not be fooled by that. However, a lot of people are. That's why they get away with it. This is what I'm saying. And you need people like myself and people like you guys, Lee Gunner, Kenny Ken, Jez, yeah, Curtis, real ones, yeah, who actually have their channels, have a bit of a platform where they can actually say to a large audience like yourselves, do you know what, guys, don't fall for it. We see through it. We see through the propaganda. It's crap. Yeah, it's crap. Listen, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't like coating Arsenal off. I know some people think I do. I genuinely don't. I don't. I love the club. I just don't like what it represents at the moment. I don't. And I haven't for the last several years. I don't like being associated with losers. Yeah. I used to say, you know, Zoe Thomas, right? For example, Zoe, I'll pick you as an example, right? You're a Chelsea fan. Someone you don't know. If you meet someone tomorrow, you don't know them, and you talk about the, you know, you get onto the subject of football. Oh, Zoe, who do you support? You say Chelsea, but you say it with pride. Yeah? Because look at Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Look at what they've won in recent years. Yeah? And all that. And, you know, you're proud to say Chelsea. When people ask me now, who do you support? And I say Arsenal, people normally laugh. Right? Whereas years ago, you know, I could say it with chest. Proud to say it. I'm an Arsenal fan. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? We are the biggest club, you know, biggest club in London, you know, and all this. You know, look at the stars we've got. The Thierry Henrys, the Dennis Bergkamps. These are players I've not seen players like this. It was PlayStation football at one time. That's what we used to call it. The best club side I've ever seen in my lifetime is Barcelona. I was watching football. The way they play football, I was mesmerised. I honestly, under Guardiola, I just thought it was, my God, there's chess and then there's checkers. These guys were playing chess and some. But yet the closest thing to that style of football was us. That's what we used to be called, Barcelona Light. That's what they used to call Arsenal. Yeah, because it was PlayStation football. You know, and when you've grown up on that and you've watched that, and you know, and do you know what I mean? We won games before we even stepped out onto the pitch. Do you know what kind of feeling that is? What a buzz that is. You know, and you knew in a lot of those games, if we were the first ones to score, game's done. It's done. The only question is, how many are we going to win by? How many goals are we going to score in this game? Because we all know it's done. We've won this game, right? And I look at it now of today, and teams just don't fear us anymore. The name Arsenal, it doesn't strike fear into those opponents. It's the same as Man United. You know, they're going through a very, very similar thing to us. Do not get it twisted. Man United, Christ, I mean, they're massive. They're bigger than us. Easy. Man United are probably the biggest club in world football. Debatable, Barcelona, Real Madrid. But Man United are up there. They're up there. You know, and you look at it and you think, I'm seeing teams like, with all due respect, like, you know, your Wolves, your Norwich, and little teams like that, they're going to Old Trafford. They're not going there to, like, let's keep it tight. If we can nick a draw here, we've had a result. No, I'm seeing these teams going to Old Trafford and going to win. They're going to attack. Yeah? So like some of these teams are coming to the Emirates. They're not coming here to shut up shop, park the bus at the back and hope for the best. They're coming to win. Yeah? I've seen teams 1-0, 2-0 up, and they're still trying to get a third. They're taking the piss out of us in our own yard. No. And it's for those reasons, yeah, why I'm so hard on this club. If I was younger and I hadn't seen the glory days and I was only watching Arsenal now, or obviously from, you know, the Wenger days, then maybe I'd have a different outlook. But you have to have lived it. You have to have seen it and been around it. It's one thing watching it on TV and going to Google or YouTube and looking it up, the George Graham years or the early Wenger years. It's another thing to have lived it and seen it with your own eyes. And that was what we were used to doing. But it was also about standards. Yeah, there were standards at the club. There are players at Arsenal right now who would not have got near Arsenal years ago. And that is a fact. That is a fact. So when people say I'm being harsh about this club, yeah, you're damn right I'm being harsh about the club, because I know it can be better. Yeah, I know it can be better. Arsenal are a big club. I said it on the last stream. We are a big club worldwide. We pack out stadiums anywhere in the world. Name me a country in the world. Arsenal will go there tomorrow and they will pack it out. They will pack it out. That's a fact. That is a fact, right? But I look at it now and I look at it and I think there are players there who shouldn't be there. There are players who are nicking a living. I can't stand that. Life's hard enough. You know, we touched on that the other day about people losing, you know, their jobs, this COVID thing, this Omicron, the way it's looking. This thing's never going to go. We're going to have to learn to live with this, because it's Omicron now. In a couple of weeks, it's going to be something new. And then after that, it's going to be something new again, right? This is the world. This is how it's going to be, right? And I just think it's I just can't stand, you know. So when I'm hearing about people losing their jobs, I'm seeing these ballers. The the worst footballer in the Premier League is a multi-millionaire. Work that one out. How mad is that? Do you know what I'm saying? Honestly, I swear to God. You know, and I'm seeing, I made a note here, Kolasinac. I mean, he's another one. Like, oh, there's rumours he may go, like, in the next few weeks. And I'm like, hang on a minute, what is he still doing there for a start? Second of all, myself and Terence, we used to have these rows all the time, yeah? Because we all know what Terence is like. He likes to stick up for Arteta, you know, no matter what he does. I used this analogy before. Mikel Arteta could be walking down the road, yeah, walk past this young girl, grab her by the arm, slap her around the face for no reason and carry on walking. But Terence will find a reason as to why Arteta was right to do it. I'm telling you, you can't make it up. But he was saying to me, look, Kalash, yeah, but if no one wants them, they're crap. Everyone knows they're crap. That's why no one wants them. Hang on a minute. Whoa. There are players who have been crap for us, right? But they'd be treasure for a Norwich, a West Brom, a Sheffield United, yeah? Callum Chambers, right? We all know Callum Chambers ain't all that. He's nowhere near Arsenal quality. But yet, for Fulham, he was their player of the season. And let's be honest, like, let's have it real. It's not like Callum Chambers went there at the start of the season. I'm sure he went halfway through. And he was their best player. He was their player of the season. And he played as a defensive mid, right? So for Fulham, he was treasure. For us, he's crap, right? So, but just because a player's crap at this club, you've got to be good to play for this club, yeah? Some players don't cut it. Doesn't mean they can't cut it elsewhere, right? That's my argument, right? And that's what I'm trying to say. Kolasinac came here on a free. You're telling me, right, these money men, whoever it is, Edu or Vinay or whoever, you're telling me they can't out this player for 1 million. They can't find a club in world football to take this player for 1 million, 2, 3 million. I'm not having that. I'm not having that. And if they can't do that, we've got the wrong people in charge of negotiations at this club. Yeah, there has to be an element of salesman about these people. Edu, the Vinays, right? What is he still doing here? When we talk about players nicking a living, this is a player who's nicking a living. Jaminho, big up yourself. Hope you're well. Thank you very much, mate. Hope you're good. I mean, look. I mean, that comment there. I mean, that sums up what I'm telling you about this manager, right? If they can't sell him, what's he doing playing? You know, and it's these things, man. It's like, I look at that and I just think to myself, how can you not shift? I can name you players who are worse than him and they get sold no problem by other clubs. When it comes to us, we just can't shift them, yeah? Eddie Nketiah, right? Apparently the rumour is, who is it? I forgot now. Crystal Palace, right? Crystal Palace want him. If that's true, sell him. He's not good enough for this club. I don't get why Arteta's holding on to him. Arteta, am I right in saying Arteta has even offered him a contract extension? It's him who doesn't want to sign it. Him, a player who's nowhere near good enough for Arsenal, and he is telling us he doesn't want to sign. I'm not having that. I'm sorry, I'm not having that. What's it? And then I'm hearing about Balogun, right? Now listen, we all sort of said about Mikel Arteta, his treatment of Balogun, and you know, never really used him. You know, sometimes he'd make the bench, other times he wouldn't. But let's be honest, guys. The real truth is we don't know if Balogun's good enough. We don't, right? You know, then there was that rumour that he wanted, was it 40, 50, 60 grand a week and all that? No. There are people saying pay it. I was like, no. What do you mean pay it? He ain't done nothing. What's he done to warrant that? No. And that, you know, if that is, I'm not saying it is true because it was a rumour. I don't know. But if it was, it's one of the very few times I actually agree with Arsenal or Arteta or whoever it was. Because if that is true, no, you ain't getting that. And let's be real, he wouldn't get that anywhere else. Any other club would not pay him that because he ain't done nothing. He's not proven, right? So if no one else will pay you that, what makes you think you're gonna get that here? Yeah, and that's where Arsenal need to show a little bit of stomach and say, no. We're offering you that, Take it or leave it. If you don't want it, see you later. Yeah. Now look, I think Balogun's. I think it's either it's complete or it will be his loan move to Middlesbrough, I believe. And for me, I'm quite pleased with that because I want to see what he can do. Now, personally, Balogun's going to Middlesbrough. I agree with that. Nketiah, we need to sell him. However, if Arsenal are going to loan him, Arsenal need to loan him to a Premier League club, not a Championship club, right? Let's see if he really can do the business at another club if he gets a consistent run of games. Because personally, I look at Eddie. I don't think Eddie's crap, by the way. I don't think he's a bad player, right? I just don't think he's Arsenal quality, right? So, let's get that clear. I watch Eddie and Nketiah, and there's a part of me that thinks, do you know what? I can imagine him smashing it to bits in the Championship, but stepping up to this league, I don't think he can do it. I think he's too much of a step up. Do you know who was like that? Is it Dwight Gale? I'm sure he was one of them. Smash it in the Championship, comes up to the Premier League, can't do it, can't cut it. Can't cut the mustard. Yeah? You're talking levels here. And as much as Eddie comes across as a nice kid, and he probably is, but we're not in the business of handing out contracts to people who are nice. I couldn't care if he's an absolute bastard. As long as he's doing the business, I don't care what he is. Yeah? Someone mentioned Vlahovic. I'm sure that's how you pronounce it. Dusan Vlahovic. I said on the last stream I done on, when was it? Sunday night? I think I done did I do a stream Sunday? It was Sunday, wasn't it? Yeah, Sunday, because today's Tuesday. Yeah, the stream on Sunday, and I said, he looks good. I'll tell you, I've got to be honest. I watched quite a lot of him yesterday. And I've got to say, the more I watch him, the more I think, do you know what? I'm more for it. Because I think he's better than what we've got at the moment. He's 21. He's left-footed. He can score all kinds of goals. Close range, in the box, out the box. He's powerful. All right, he's a presence. I watch him and I think that's what we need. That's what we've missed. Aubameyang's crap, right? Aubameyang's done. And I told you guys that from day dot. Yeah, I know people are now, catching on to it and they're trying to take the credit for it. No, I was the first person who said that. Well, as in terms of online presence. But no, look, Aubameyang's done. And even then, Aubameyang is too limp for. He's limp. He's weak. You don't look at. He's not a killer. He's not a killer. And I've always said that we need a killer up front. We need someone who's got an eye for goal, but also someone who's got a bit about him, a presence. Aubameyang hasn't got a presence. He's tall, but that's about it. Lacazette's obviously got. He's got a bit of strength, but Lacazette's. What is he? 3 foot and a fag butt? He's tiny. I want someone who's got a bit about him, who's willing to obviously, do what's required. And every time I see this guy, the more I watch him, the more I think, do you know what? He probably fits that profile. But then I'm hearing about he wants 300 grand a week. Now, if that is the case, no. Like, I'm sorry. If it's Ronaldo or Messi or someone like that coming, then yes, by all means, pay it. If you need to, pay more. But no, I'm sorry, no, he's not done anything remotely good enough to warrant that salary. So I don't know. But then we know, listen, if he doesn't get that in his wage, with Arsenal, with all clubs, they can factor it in. They can do sponsorship deals, image rights. Yeah, there is a way they can do it. And don't forget, sponsors also contribute to these players' wages and transfers as well. So there's always a way that they can do it. The only reason I know that is because I've not long bought Football Manager, right? And I'm in charge of the transfers. So I now know exactly how it works. I know about the clauses. I know about the 6 months or 12 months. The selling wage percentage. I know all of that. So I'm well versed in it, guys. I'm well versed. AJ, 34 likes. Yep, that'll do. Thank you very much, mate. Mosley, big up yourself, mate. Hope you're well. Diesel, we all know Aubameyang offers nothing apart from a tap-in. Mate, he don't even offer that anymore. He's done. Mr. Waffle. Oh, hang on. What have I done here? Here we go. Thoughts on Martinelli. Do you know what? I love him. I'm surprised he's still here because if I was him, I would have left this club a long time ago. again, do you know what it is for me? Because I know Arteta's getting a bit of praise now because he's playing him and he's playing well. I don't think it's anything to do with Arteta. I listen, people think I've got this hatred for him, and I don't. I just don't think he's the right man. I never have, I never will. But I think he's winging it. He's in a job where he's winging it. Things just fall into his lap, and it really bugs me. It bugs me. The thing with Smith Rowe, that was only down to injury. That's why he started playing, and and obviously he's turned out to be a success so far. Right, he's playing really well. It's things just happen to fall into this manager's lap, and it really bugs me because then he takes the credit for it. And people now are scratching their heads thinking, oh my God, was I wrong about this man? He's doing it. He's doing the business. Look what he's done with Smith Rowe. Look what he's done with him, with her. It ain't him. It's not him. It's not him. Martinelli has been hungry for time, and he's been left to rot on that bench, right? Some of these players are only... You know what it is, Mr. Waffle, you all right? What it is. I love saying your name. I'm so sorry. Some of these players, it's not so much down to the manager, right? He's been dying to be let off the leash for a long time, Martinelli. Now, he finally gets his chance. But you know what the difference between him and the likes of an Nketiah and a few of the others is the fact that when he comes on, when he gets a chance, he bloody well takes his chance. He takes it. Because he doesn't know if he's going to get a game next week. He'll probably be back on the bench. So when he does get a chance to come on and do the business, he's working bloody hard. And this is where a lot of people don't mention this. This is what winds me up, right? Is that Martinelli is a young kid. He's still young. But yet he comes on that pitch and he shows all the other players up because not only does he score goals, he works bloody hard. Right? And I'm looking at the seniors thinking, well, look, if he's doing it and he's running through a brick wall and he's working hard, you need to up your game. Yeah, because none of you lot are working as hard as him. And he's one of the youngsters. Should be the other way around. The youngsters should be looking to the seniors. And this is the thing with this club, right? This is the thing with this club. And this is why, no matter if we win a few games or we're flat track bullies in this league or whatever, yeah? What annoys me about Arsenal is these young kids, we've got no characters or leaders in this team. You could argue Tierney, who in fact I think should be our captain, right? But let's be honest, he's had a poor season. Right? But take him out of the equation because he is captain material, right, for me. Take him out. I look at it and I look at these kids and I think, do you know what? Years ago, I don't mean to keep harping on about back in the day, guys, because I know things move on. I get that. But I can only comment. I can only go on what I've seen, yeah? And I see, well, years ago, you get youngsters like Nicholas Anelka, for example, going into that dressing room and seeing the caliber, or as Del Boy would say, the caliber, yeah? The caliber of players. The Tony Adams, the Thierry Henrys, the Dennis Bergkamps, Perez, proper players, but proper men as well. Men, Vieira, Petit, even Edu, yeah? Gilberto, proper players, and these youngsters walking into a dressing room, seeing the caliber of players like that and thinking, do you know what? Oh my God. In 5 years' time, I want to be like him. In 5 years' time, I'm going to be just like him. After training, I'm going to watch him because I want to see how he does that move. I want to, that is what I'm saying. That is what a youngster who would walk in. It's like now, even like a Man City, right? A youngster would walk in and see all the caliber of players around. Because I love watching that Man City play. Not only are they gifted footballers, but they work bloody hard. I love players who work. Arsenal do not work, especially off the ball. Yeah, we turn up one week. When we fancy it, if we want a week off, Arsenal switch off. They know they're going to the game next week. Whereas I look at a Man City and I think he's got more egos in that dressing room than what we have, Pep. But somehow he gets them working and they work their socks off every single week. Why? I watch Kevin De Bruyne. He works his nuts off every single week. If there was ever a player who could think, I don't fancy it today, someone like Kevin De Bruyne, because we all know he's class. He works. You know what I mean? There was that whole argument about Mesut Ozil. Why should he have to work? We didn't buy him for that. You know, he shouldn't have to work, Diesel, like he does his thing up front. Everyone's fault except Mesut Ozil's. Everyone's fault. It was never his fault. My argument, watch David Silva when he was at Man City. You will never see a player work as hard as him. He works his nuts off and he still assisted, still created. Yeah? But no one mentions that. No one mentions a player like that. And they're similar players, right? You can create, assist, and still work hard. It's not one or the other. You can do both. Yeah? And I'm so glad that this Ozil circus is gone and left this club. Right? It's gone. Now, I'm hearing rumours as well, guys, about Granit Xhaka. Right? Mourinho, as we all know, has always been a fan of Xhaka's. I have no idea why. I can't explain it. But he has been. Right? And obviously, him being at Roma now, there's rumours that obviously Xhaka's going to be his number one priority target. Not now, but in the summer. Now, how he is still here, I'll never know. But again, Arteta just seems to really like him. Has even begged him on 2 occasions to stay. But he's 29. He needs to go. He should have been sold time ago. We all know that, right? But there are players here that need to be shipped out. And personally, I can't see why some of these can't be shipped out now. Now, we all know, obviously, we need the squad. I get that, right? So, but in the summer, there's no excuses. There's no excuses. These players have got to go. And that's just how I look at it. You know, Saka plays way too much for me for his age. I'll see another Michael Owen injury situation if they don't use him right. Exactly. See, this is what I'm saying, right? I can't see. When, Mr. Waffle, you mentioned about Martinelli, yeah? Right? Xhaka could be on suspension or be injured. The minute he's fit again, he's straight back into the team. There's no other players really who do that. You know, I've never understood it. Even under previous 2 managers, he was always a shoo-in for the team. Now, look, a lot of people will say, "Oh, he's captain material. He's very vocal. You know, he tries to lead by example and stuff like that." Right? Now, that's all very well, right? But we're talking about a player here who's put us in the shit season in, season out. Yeah, doesn't learn from his mistakes. Right, I still haven't forgiven him for how he was with the crowd that time. And listen, people are gonna the Arteta sectionals or whatever you want to call them, the Arteta lovers, you know, will always sort of like stick up for that and say, "Oh yeah, but he's made his peace, and you know they shouldn't have insulted him on social media." Well, listen, we'll get abuse on social media. Well, we're still here. Yeah, yes, he probably gets a lot more than what. Obviously, it's not even a probably. Of course, he does. He gets a lot more than most. But at the end of the day, I used to say this to Claude all the time. Rest in peace to Claude. I used to say this to him all the time. You know, you do have a block button. You know, you just block them. Like you won't ever see their messages again. And if they come back, block them again. You know, if it's not for you, social media, or you keep getting this, or it's getting you down, or whatever, just delete it. Come off it for a couple of months, or whatever. You know, Xhaka's had that option. Listen, there are players out there who get tons worse than what he has, but they don't behave in the way he did. You know, and for me, you know, when you're a professional footballer, and the word is in the title, that's the clue there, professional, then you act professional. You know, there's kids at this game as well. A lot of them wearing your surname on the back of their shirts, and you're treating the fans like that. It's disgusting. And then he wouldn't come out and apologise straight away. Now, listen. We all know these players have got, and the clubs have got PR people around them, right? I would imagine some, you know, the PR people who represent him or the club would have said, "Listen, whether you mean it or not, you need to apologise and you need to do it now, right? I don't care if you mean it or not, but you need to come out with some sort of statement to appease the fans because this has gone proper viral and it's a bad look for the club." And he refused. And even then, when he spoke out, he didn't really apologise, did he? And for me, that was the final straw. It doesn't matter what he does now. He could score in the next 10 games for me. I don't care. I've never liked him. I want him at the club because he is one of those players who feel he's bigger than the club. And we all know he's crap. Yeah? He's rubbish. He doesn't learn from his mistakes. Doesn't. Arrogant. Yeah? And we've begged him twice to stay. This isn't the Arsenal I know. We're begging subpar, mediocre players to stay. What is that about? Yeah, we never would have done that years ago, but we're doing it now. So, and this is what I'm saying, guys. Look, I don't want to, but this is when I get into it, right? When I get into it and I talk like that, it just makes it reassures me that what I'm saying, I in my head, I genuinely believe I'm right. I just they're not the club they once was, right? We have been a bit of a laughing stock over the years, not as much now, granted. But again, we're pandering to these sort of players. And these are the players who would never have got anywhere near Arsenal years ago. They wouldn't have got anywhere near this club, right? But because we're in such a piss-poor position at the moment, these players are playing for us. They're walking, they're walking on the pitch. And it's like they can do what they want. Yeah? But it's such a soft touch here. That's what I'm saying. These players don't work hard. I said it on a stream I did ages ago. I've watched Liverpool. Liverpool are another team who, if you watch Liverpool off the ball, oh my God, do they graft. And I'll tell you something now. I've seen Liverpool 3-0 up in a game, and they're working their socks off. I watch Arsenal 2-0 down in a game, and they're strolling about on the pitch. That was what I used to say to Terence all the time. Tell me how that is right. Liverpool are winning. They're coasting the game. Anyone would have thought, you know what, we can relax a bit now. This game's done. No, they're running there. They're running through brick walls. They're working their nuts off, trying to get a fourth. Because you know why, guys? Because they're killers. They're killers. They're greedy. They want more. Arsenal... Guys, you know it. You watch it. It's not just me. Arsenal go 1-0 up in the game. If you notice, the minute they score the first goal, they ease off. You notice that? It's like they're happy to win 1-0. And if they can keep it at that score, yeah, all done, guys. Well, let's just... No. And I'm sorry. That mindset, that mentality, you will never, ever be winners and you will never be successful. You won't. I'm sorry, you won't. Right, comments. Liam 97, these are its standards, mate, and Arsenal standards are in the gutter because of the fans, and the clubs reflect what the fans do. Fact. We have a really bad fan base. We do. And they accept it, Liam. They accept it. They do. We win a few games. Oh my God, Arsenal are back. Wow. And it's... But yet we lose one game, and it's they either go missing or they're moaning about the Cronkies. Everyone except Arteta, really, to be honest with you. Mosley, everyone forgets that after Xhaka joined a season later, we have not been in the Champions League since. Yep, again, but no one talks about that today. No one talks about it, but it's true. It's true. Be honest, guys. Would we miss him if he left? Be honest. I had this argument with you, not with you guys, but with a lot of people about Aubameyang. Yeah? Right, for me, when he dangling the contract situation, for me that was when I went off him, because I thought, hang on, who are you? Who are you to keep the fans guessing whether I'm going to sign it, not sign it, sign it, not sign it, sign it, not sign it, sign it? Who are you to do that? So the players I've seen that grace this club, you think you can do that when them? They wouldn't have dreamed of doing that to this club or to the fans, and yet you couldn't lace their boots, but yet you can do it. And I went off him then. I just went off him, guys. I'm sorry, I did. I thought, no, do you know what? You've got to... There's a lot of kids, Aubameyang, give me what he wants. And I just look at it now and I just think, nah, you're not as good as you are, mate. Because if you had any ambition at your age, you wouldn't be sticking around for a project at the Arsenal. If you really wanted to win things, you would have gone. So for me, the mindset, the psyche, he just wants money. I personally think he wanted to leave, right? But obviously around the time I think COVID hit, there was no club in the world who was going to give him that money. But we will. So he stayed and he made out, I couldn't leave the club. I love the club. I thought about it, but I just can't do it. You're in my hearts forever. I'm not going to swear because there's probably kids watching. F off for that crap. Not having that. I'm sorry. I'm not. He's not fooling me. Maitland-Niles didn't want to play right back for Arsenal. He goes to Roma and immediately he's playing as a right back. It's not, do you know what it is? I think there is an element of it, of that he didn't want to play there. Because I think he obviously, by trade, he's a midfielder. And I think that's ideally where he wants to play. Even he must know he's never going to get into our midfield. If he, listen, look, with all due respect, right, a lot of these players, and I say this, and I try and say it as polite as I can, yeah? Although a lot of these players are multi-millionaires, they're also thick, right? A lot of them are stupid, yeah? Don't be fooled because they got a lot of money. They're smart and they're shrewd. They're not, right? Maitland-Niles, our midfield has needed work, and I'm talking proper surgery on it for years. More so than the defence, in my opinion, right? The midfield at the moment, we've got a shortage of midfielders. We're weak in midfield. And he still can't get in. Then I'm sorry, that kind of tells you you're never ever going to play in midfield for us. But you're at the Arsenal. You're at the Arsenal, and you, Ainsley, should know more than most what that means because you've been with us from the youth. Yeah? You've been here. So you should know more than anyone what that means. So if you play at right back and we tell you to play at right back, you bloody well play at right back and you play with a bloody smile on your face. Yeah? That's what I'd be like. But they're all soft at Arsenal. We know this, right? To a point where he even went out on social media and he knew he was going to get in trouble for that, but he didn't care. He went ahead and said, please let me go. I don't want to, I want to go somewhere where I'm appreciated. Do you know what I mean? Now, this is what I'm saying, guys. No one really talks about that anymore. This is what I'm on about. When I say about agendas, some of the bigger channels and the agendas that they pull, yeah? I don't know if the Arsenal Football Club is paying them off. I don't know. I generally don't know. The one thing I do know is that Maitland-Niles, that situation back then with the social media, no one's talking about that now, right? Because everyone's still raving about Mikel Arteta, yeah? One of your own players came out knowing they're going to get reprimanded for it, knowing they're going to get in trouble, yeah? They thought, you know what, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I have to say it, I'm going to do it regardless. He still come out and said, I do not want to play for you, right? I want to leave. I'm not appreciated here. And that was, as we all know, that was aimed at Mikel Arteta, right? That was aimed at him. You do not appreciate me, right? You stopped me from making a move. Was it Wolves or Everton? No, it was Wolves, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. Yeah. No. I think it was Everton. You stopped me. You said you wanted me, right? 6 months down the line, you've not played me. So you lied to me. You don't appreciate me. Therefore, I want to go. I need to end this nightmare. It was something along the lines of that. And I just thought, wow, one of your own players is coming out and he's damning you like that. Yeah? Damning you like that. But yet that gets brushed under the carpet, doesn't it? Because we can't say anything bad because that looks bad on Mikel Arteta. And we can't have that. Yeah, we can't have that. If that was, I'll tell you something now, guys, right? Say this to Terence and all the others. If that was Unai Emery, my God, everyone would have a field day with that. Even today, that could have happened several months ago. Today, Unai Emery would still be getting a lot of crap for that. But because it's Mikel Arteta, agendas, nothing gets said. Yeah? No, I don't know what it is. I don't get why this man is loved. Listen, Arsene Wenger, right? I'll tell you this, and I'll tell you another one now. Right? Do you remember when the story broke that Arsene Wenger, you know, he was married, he was having an affair. Do you remember that? He was having an affair with a young student, right? I don't know if anyone remembers that. Do you know how quick that got brushed under the carpet? That made the front page of the Sun, yeah? And it was true, yeah? Got brushed under the carpet. But yet, because obviously Arsene Wenger, he's revered, isn't he? He's the professor, he's this, he's that. All right? If that was Jose Mourinho, oh my God, would he have got ruined? But you see, when I talk about agendas, guys, I'm telling you now, it is Josh, it's true, bruv. Look it up, yeah? Yeah, yes, it was. It was, wasn't it? Yeah, I think it was, or it was just after he left. But yeah, got brushed under the carpet. So there you go. Gio, big up yourself. Gio Ginelli, hope you're well, mate. Hope you're well. Hope you. Do you know what? I was just sitting here thinking, like, who was it? Khan O'Connor who said about my steak. I was like, well, I can't have a steak, Khan, because I've had no super chats, and I realised, oh my god, I don't get super chats, do I? I need to get to 1,000. So hence why I'm going to go hungry for the next couple of months, or 6 months, or a year, or whatever it is. So yeah, but that's right. Listen, I'm not moaning because I'm actually dieting, so it's good for my diet. So by the time I do get to 1,000, I'm going to be like a skinny twig. I'll be like Rodney Trotter gone wrong. Chris Davidson, smash the likes, people, and subscribe to the real one of YouTube. Big up yourself. Thank you very much, Chris. Love you, bruv. You know that. Zoe Thomas, couldn't agree more, Diesel. I love it when people agree with me, especially you, Zoe. Love you so much. Mwah! Right, I've done you know, it just goes so quick, an hour and a half. Right, listen, one more thing as well. Tillemans, I mentioned, I just made a note of little things I wanted to mention. Tillemans, I've done, Blahovic, Ramsey, Piers Morgan, Jack Wilshere, Kolasinac. Last one, Renato Sanchez. Now, listen, this is another story that's doing I think he's at Lille at the moment, rebuilding his career, yeah? This is the same player who went to Swansea on loan. And at the time, I did think to myself, God, they got a player there. How did Swansea pull that off? And they didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. He was at Bayern Munich. Couldn't cut it. Couldn't cut it. And a few years ago, he was classed as, he's the next big thing, isn't he? He was young. I think he's only 21, 22 now. But back then he was 17, 18. He was the next big thing coming up. I think I'm sure he's a box-to-box midfielder, or he's a defensive midfielder. He can play a couple of roles, but it was meant to be. It was the business, and he goes to a club. Well, Swansea, he just couldn't cut it there for whatever reason. Bayern Munich, playing with all them stars. The thing is, guys, with a lot of these players, this is what makes me laugh about some of these players. Right? I look at an Eden Hazard as well. Right? Can do the business at Chelsea, yeah. When you go to like a club like Real Madrid, where the pressure is fierce, yeah, you have a couple of bad games in a row at Chelsea, you can get away with that. You can't get away with it at Real Madrid or Barcelona because of, and it goes back to you, Liam, what you were saying earlier on, Liam R97. It's all about standards, yeah. You can't afford to have a bad game at clubs like that. You know why? Because they've got fans who demand, and when they don't get it, oh my God, they make you know about it. And this is what I'm saying. This is why when some of these players here that I sort of call out or I quote on them, they're lucky they're playing for a club they're lucky they're playing in this country, actually. They're lucky that we're, as fans in this country, we're not, yes, we'll mouth it and might call them names or boo them, yeah, but we don't bloody try and kidnap their wives, do we? Like, we don't smash their car in, we don't hold them at gunpoint, or or put a knife to their throat. We don't do any of that. Some of these countries abroad, that's standard, yeah, standard. And these clubs, the Real Madrids, the Barças, they demand you put it in. Eden Hazard went there for, yeah, I've made it. This is easy now. I'm on easy street. No, it's the other way round. Yeah, you've done enough to get that move to a club like that. But now this is where the hard work really does start. It's not where it ends. It's where it starts. Yeah, and some players just can't cut it. Yeah, he was there, 5 minutes? And then I'm hearing about, he's overweight. He come back overweight. And overweight? You're about to have your first season at Real Madrid. My God, it's the club of dreams for most players, having that on your CV. And you come back overweight? What? I'm telling you, it's this. It's up here. I'm telling you now, it's psyche. A few more comments and I'm going to go, guys. Chris, Sanchez's Swansea highlight was passed to the Carabao Cup sign, thinking it was a team. Mate, see what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying, mate. That is what I'm saying. Anthony Smith, God blimey, and it's been a while, mate. Hope you're well. These are, mate. How are you, my brother? Long time, mate. Love you. I'm the Liverpool fan. Do you? Of course, I remember you. Come on. I was in the streams and Claude and the Banters. Of course, I remember every one of you. Hope you're well, mate. How you been? Hope you're all good. Hope you're all good. Thank you for joining us. Stephen Creamer, another one. Stephen. I used to love Stephen. He always used to give Terence crap. I loved it. Hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good. Craig Malloy, he's got to go. Got to be up at 5 in the morning. Sod that. Great stream. Respect. Come on. Thank you very much, Craig. Listen, yeah, go to bed, man. 5 in the morning. Sod that. Christ, when you're getting up, I'm going to bed. Mad. Steve's was spitting facts. Thank you very much, mate. Another fact is the fact that he used to bury Terence alongside me. Love you, Steve. Hope you're good, mate. Mosley, we need to demand more, mate. We do. Listen, I'm not. Listen, there was. Do you know what? I liken it to this, right? Very quick analogy. Yeah, it's like if you've. How can I say? You got steak and you got a burger. Yeah. Now we all know steak beats the burger all day long. If you've never had steak, if all you've had is a burger, right? You don't know any different, do you? Right? But you see, when you have a burger every single day and then one day you have steak, can't go back. It's similar to like when I've been on holiday, right? I've always done sort of half board or whatever, and then I've never really done all inclusive. And then years ago, I went to my first all inclusive, and I've never looked back. Like I came back from that holiday thinking, right, I've set a standard now. Every time I go on holiday, it has to be all inclusive. Has to be. It has to be all inclusive. I can't do anything else, right? Because I've hit a precedent. I've hit a standard, a benchmark. Yeah, this is how you holiday. You holiday like this, where everything's on tap. Yeah, right. This is what I'm saying. I used to have this chat with Lee Chappie as well. Yeah. Leicester fans angry now. Obviously, a couple of seasons ago when they finished, was it 7th or 8th? This is Leicester. I don't know, say 8, 9, 10 years ago to finish 10th, 11th, 12th, even lower than that in the Premier League. My God, I'll snap your hand off. Yeah, but you see, when they won the league, demands. Fans have demands now. We've won something. We've now tasted. We've won something we've never won before. Therefore, you go up a level, didn't you? You expect. You expect. I'll say it. Your expectation levels go up, right? Because you've hit the ultimate. Yeah, you've tasted it. You know what it tastes like. Before you never. You do now. You know what it tastes like now. It's like West Ham, right? West Ham. What season they had last season? I guarantee you now. Right, I know they've lost a few games and they're struggling at the moment. I know they've got injuries, but the fans have got an expectancy level now. Right, you've shown you can do it. We've tasted it. Right, near the Champions League spots. That's what we want now. That's our benchmark. So none of this 12th, 13th, 14th. No. You need to be there now. See, before, as long as we beat relegation, we're all right. No. That's in the past. No, forget all that. You need to be doing this. You know, and it's like anything in life, right? It's like anything in life. Yeah. Once you taste it, this was my always my argument with Arsene Wenger. Yeah. You were a winner. You've won trophies. You've won leagues. Some seasons you outwitted Sir Alex Ferguson. Right? You've tasted success. Why would you not want to get more? You went the other way. And I've never understood that. I've never understood it. Never. If you'd never won anything and you just went that way, I get it. I understand it. You don't know any different. But you're a man who's won. You know what I mean? You've won. You know, you got a squad like that who could conquer Europe, but within 18 months you broke it up. Who does that? Just make it stronger. Don't make it weaker. And that is why I've never, ever forgiven Wenger for it. I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't do it. And I never will. Because for me, this all started with him. Anyway, it's like going from a car that runs in gas to a pickup that runs in diesel. Come on, that's me. I ain't ever going back. Need my diesel. Exactly, Matt. That's what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. Tired. George Graham, proper winner. George Graham would never have broken that team up. I'll tell you that now. Right? won the league, the Invincibles, the squad he had at the time, you're thinking, do you know what? You've not, Wenger, or your only job in the summer is to add to that. Get another 2 or 3, if you can, 3, but 2 or 3 top quality players to complement what you've already got. You do that, you're conquering Europe. Because we had the team, we had the squad, but he broke it up. And to this day, I still don't understand why you did that. Why? It was all there for you. Oh my God. Anyway, you legend, Diesel. Oh, thank you, mate. All good, thank you, brother. Claude, tongue twister. It's getting late, Anya. I apologise. Claude would be so proud of you. Keep up the fantastic work, mate. I hope so. Listen, I know he's up there and he's agreeing with every single word I'm saying, because the amount of chats we used to have overnight, 2-3 hours on the phone talking about this exact same stuff. Yeah. And obviously Claude knows a lot more than me about this club. But I'm telling you now, we both used to agree on that. You know, how do you break something up like that? You're on the cusp of something magical. Do you know what I'm saying? Oh my God. I still talking about it now. I still can't get over it. I can't. AJ Diesel, I got abused for wanting the best again by a top gunner older than me. I'm 22 years old. I learnt the club's history because I love the club with all my heart. And listen, AJ, I know that you know, I'm not being disrespectful. You know, when I talk about generations and I talk about the age, I'm not saying every single youngster Arsenal fan hasn't got a clue. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying, I can only go off what I'm seeing. And what I'm seeing is on social media, a lot of them are young. A lot of them sort of don't see, like with you, AJ, you actually, you support the club, but you actually bother to go, and you can't help when you was born, but what you can do is learn about the club. You can learn. You can go online, you can watch old games, you can learn about the history of Arsenal and all that. Some of these, but they don't want to learn. They think Arsenal was established when Wenger was here. No, there was an Arsenal before Wenger, but some of these kids don't know that. Or they do, but they don't want to know. They don't want to know before. You know, this is what I'm saying. You know, how sad is it, guys, right? Liam Brady, yeah? Now, listen, Liam Brady was before my time, right? But I've looked into it, and I've looked up, and I've watched him, and my dad, everyone's told me about Liam Brady. Oh, my God, what a player, yeah? I love Fabregas, and yet the elders have told me Fabregas could not have laced Liam Brady's boots, right? Now, from what I've seen, I generally think that's true. But obviously, it was before my time, so I'm not going to claim to have watched him when I didn't, right? But Liam Brady could be at a club outside the stadium, walking to the game, walking amongst the fans. No one really stops him. No one acknowledges him. No one even knows it's him. Yet the super fans got crowds around him. Yeah? Young kids want to get a picture, want to get a selfie. And yet, Liam Brady, one of the legends of this club, and I mean legend, what a player, can walk through the Arsenal crowd outside the stadium and not get stopped once, or not have a crowd around him. I'm sorry, guys, but that's, for me, that's a head's gone. That is a head's gone. I'm sorry. Liam Brady is the third best player we ever had at the club after Bergkamp and Henry. That is a fact. Go on, AJ. Jaminho, I'm a younger fan from the Emirates era. I've learned history about the club. Sadly, most young fans don't have a similar mentality and don't want to know about our history. Exactly my point. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying everyone, but there is a large part of the fan. Let's be real. There is, right? Come on, let's be honest. But yeah, Jaminho, you are 100% right. You've just echoed exactly what I've said. It's true. Mr. Waffle, Arsenal history lesson. Go listen to Kenny, Ken, and Jez. Two who, listen, look, you all know I love these two. I love these two. Jez, for me, I had Jez on. We had a really good stream several months ago on Claude of the Bouncers. It was a really good stream, me and him. Jez, for me, is the closest thing to Claude. I watch him and I just see Claude. And I just think he's bang on, Jez. And do you know what? There's something romantic. I just love listening to fans older than me who have been around and been going to the Arsenal for years. I just love it. And I've said this, you guys will know, you watch me every single week, especially when I was over there. One of my favourite streams was the one that Claude did with Kenny Ken and Russ, Schooner Russ. Who else was on there? There's a couple of others, weren't there? No, yeah, there was, yeah. The guy, I'm so sorry. No disrespect, I forgot the guy's name. I think he lives out in America. But they was talking about like the old, in the olden days, going to the Arsenal, and they was talking about the players back then, and I loved that. I just loved watching it because you educate yourself, you learn things. I was like, I didn't know that. And I love speaking to fans like that who have been going for 40 plus years, still going to this day. Proper fans, you know what I mean? I just love stuff like that. A lot of what I love is years ago now. This world that we're in at the moment, I'm not a fan of it. I prefer years ago how it was back in the day. Christopher Wood, mate, I'm going as well, bruv. Don't worry about it. Listen, I've kept you guys up long enough. I'm so sorry. I was only going to do an hour, but you know what I'm like? I've got a motor mouth. Christopher Ward, I've got to go, Diesel. Good to have you back, mate, and I'm looking forward to watching more of your content in the future. Big up the chat as well. Thank you very much. Liam R97, Diesel, this is a true fact. Van Dijk posted a photo of Alan Hansen, legend, and the majority of Liverpool fans didn't know who he was. You're joking. Probably the greatest centre-back in their history. No, that's how they didn't know Alan Hansen. Alan Hansen, I'll tell you something. Before his time, he was class. Ball player as well, really good, right, with the ball at his feet. And that team he played in, that Liverpool, oh my God, what a team that was as well. Oh my God, talk about domination. Yeah, listen, mate, we're in that world now, aren't we? We're in that world. Tony, thanks, mate. I'm off, mate. And another early start tomorrow. Great stream tonight. Start off, more to come, which we're all looking forward to. Hope to see you soon. Take care, everyone. And if you haven't liked and exactly, guys, get me to 1,000, please. Honestly, please do that for me. I'd really appreciate that. I know there's probably so many out there just wishing for me to fail, but do you know what? If I do it, I do it. Great. If not, I just enjoy doing this. I just enjoy having the chat. Listen, I'm at home anyway. I'd only be in bed like watching Manifest. Yeah. Thanks, Randy. So yeah, thank you very much for the tip. I'm going to go back to watching it now. Randy Viper, just so you know, right? Manifest, I love it. That's what I started watching. As good as my word, you mentioned it to me on Sunday, and I thought, oh, I'll give it a try. I'm still on series 1 because I know there's 3 series. I'm on episode 7, I believe. And can I just say, Michaela, the main girl in it, oh my God, what a salt. So yeah, thank you for the tip. Love it. Chris, Diesel, Kenny and Jez will be class as guests on this channel. Yeah, I've already spoken to them. I speak to Kenny quite a bit as well. I speak to Lee all the time. So yeah, it's they will be coming on in due course. I think that the first few, I just wanted to obviously just try and get it up and running. Do you know what I like about these guys, right, as well? I've got to say this, yeah. I spoke to Kenny on Sunday when I announced I was doing this channel. And straight away, I didn't even have to ask Kenny. Kenny was like, look, whenever you want me on, you don't even have to ask, because I'm quite bad at asking for things because I don't want it to come across, I just want you on because it's going to help boost my channel. I want to boost it myself. I want you on because I like you and you're a nice bloke and I think you can, I like streaming with you. I don't just want you on like for the numbers and for the subscribers, and I just don't ever want to come across like that, because Terence and we come across a lot of people like that. They're growing their channels. They're stuck in a rut and they think, they'll use us to try and boost them. So yeah, I've never really wanted to do that. So yeah, but when I do have them on, it purely because I love listening to their opinions. I like listening to Jez, Kenny, Lee, so yeah, I've spoken to them guys, and as and when they're ready, we'll do some stuff. Also, Glenn as well, Yank Glenn, American Glenn, my mate, my brother from America, from across the pond. He's got his own channel now as well, and he could really do with some support. One of the funniest men I know. So anyone who's not followed him, please go and give him a follow. Glenn will be coming on at some point as well. I want to speak to Stan the man as well, because I want to get Stan on. I want to get nice people on. Yeah. What I like about the likes of Kenny, Lee as well, especially, is that they don't look at the channel and think, oh, I ain't going on that. He's only got 100 odd. Yeah, they're not like that. There are a lot of people who are, you know. And nice of it was off Curtis Shaw. That's a man there who's got 40,000 subs. He still found the time to come on and wish me well. That's class. I like things like that. Didn't have to do it, but he did. It's class. And you can't buy it. You can't buy class. Cream rises to the top, as they say. But guys, listen, anyway, thank you very much. I will try and get one done tomorrow as well. If what's today? Tuesday, isn't it? If not, it'll be Thursday, yeah. But I'm going to try and do something every day on it, even if it is a short one, yeah. But yeah, big up yourselves and thank you. Listen, guys, the mods as well who I've picked. I would have picked more, but for some reason I had a limit, so I don't know how it works. I've got to read up on it. But for the ones who I've picked, listen, I could have picked all of yours. I don't want too many because obviously I'm still relatively new and obviously I'm nowhere near big enough yet. But I will be doing more if I say like I'm standing going to get big. I don't know. I don't want to assume because that's ego. I might. So I'll word it like that. I might. But all joking aside, guys, the guys who I've picked, you guys have been, honestly, you're real ones. I love yous. I love yous. And no matter where I go, I know you'll come and you'll follow and your words are lovely as well. And the support has been brilliant. So, guys, I just want to say thank you. I will always say thank you as well. Much appreciated. And, yeah, when I realised how I could do the mods thing, straight away I picked you guys because who else would I have? And I trust you guys as well. I trust you. So, yeah, thank you very much. See, smile. I was going to say something else as well. Liam R97, will you get Curtis on? Mate, I'm going to ask him. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'd love to have Curtis on. We did a stream before and I loved it. Because he talks sense. I like people who talk sense. You know, this is what I liked about Chig as well. You know, rest in peace to Chig. I love people who can talk with, like they were balanced. Yeah. So like I will go, I rant and I will go, you know, and Chig, nice, calm, can see it from two sides, you know, and he'd say something and I'd be like, oh, actually, I think I didn't look at it from like that. And I think that was the HR in him, because obviously he was a HR man. But yeah, I used to love the way he would, very intelligent guy as well. And I just love people who can look at both sides, and I struggle with that. I'm not going to lie. I act first, I think later. That's always been my trouble. But I see a lot of that in Curtis as well. You know, he'll make a point, but he'll explain why. He'll break it down intelligently why he thinks that, and then you might not agree at first, but then after he's explained it, then you're like, oh, actually, yeah, I get it now. Yeah, I agree. Do you know what I'm saying? I love people like that who can just explain it rather than rant, rave, chat. I'm not one who's F this, F that, F this, F that. You know, there's no need for that for me. You don't need to swear every 2 minutes. You don't need to. But I like people who talk sense. So yeah, listen, if he's up for it, I'll definitely holler at him. You know, sexiest voice on YouTube, Chiggy. Big up, Chig. Exactly, Zoe. Look, even Zoe said it. Talk proper sense, really intelligent. Yeah, he was. Really nice guys, but really nice guy as well. Had a lot of abuse as well with that incident. And I tell you something, some of the stuff I saw, and it was nasty. But anyway, that's for another stream. But yeah, guys, as I said, thank you very much. I'm now going to go and have something to eat. I might even do myself a little milkshake as well because I'm thirsty and my throat is going. Honestly, it's like someone's flip-flop. Is it Gandhi's flip-flop? That's the saying, isn't it? Anyway, guys, thank you very much. I'll either see you tomorrow or see you Thursday. Either way, just please put your notifications on, yeah? And then, yeah, we'll have a bit of a laugh and a bit of bants. Love yous, respect. Arteta out. I'll always say that.